Although they may not be as exotic as other forms of research, interviews are a very useful tool. In the context of user research, these are often done in the form of one-on-one interactions between a researcher and a participant. It can be conducted in person or remotely, verbally, or via written exchanges. Because this research method focuses on what people say, the collected data is inherently subjective, which is perfectly valid for subjective matters such as attitudes, opinions, and preferences. Interviews are particularly valuable when digging deep into a topic to understand the whys and discover things that perhaps you were not previously aware of. Although interviews can seem conversational, they are not conversations. First of all, it's one-sided with the researcher asking the questions. Second, the researcher has predefined research objectives and specific information they're looking for. This isn't an organically unfolding thing. And third, the questions have been written in advance with effort not to bias or influence the response. Overall, interviews are deliberate and careful as any other form of research. The number of interviews to conduct depends on many factors, but in practice, the number tends to be limited by pragmatic concerns, such as the amount of time available to the researcher or the number of participants available. For instance, if the goal is to better understand a small company, and the company only has 5 people in it, well, then 5 is probably the number. Or maybe the population is huge, but you only have 2 weeks. Then you probably need to do as many as you can in a limited time. In general, it's a safe approach to focus on getting a balance of perspectives across roles and seniority. In terms of overall product development plans, interviews are usually most beneficial at the beginning of a project when there is room for exploration and discovery. Interviews are also a good first step in any larger research plan as it can provide knowledge that acts as a foundation for subsequent user research taking place later in the project.